This guitar cost me about £250. This guitar cost £2,500. So the question is the Taylor actually 10 times better than the Takamine, or have I just fallen for some very expensive guitar marketing? Let's find out. So I've been playing guitar for over 30 years, and for most of those years, I've only ever had one acoustic guitar. My trusty old Takamine G-Series, bought about 22 years ago, Korean made, laminate back and sides, roughly 250 quid at the time of purchase. It's been bashed around, gigged with, seen most dodgy bars in Birmingham, and probably has more beer in it than Tonewood. Then, at the start of the year, I finally decided it was time to treat myself to a proper acoustic guitar. The Taylor 314CE. Now, I know that in the grand scheme of expensive acoustic guitars, this is still fairly entry level. I mean, this is literally Taylor's entry into all solid wood guitars. It gets you into that all solid wood club, but we're still a long way off the high flyers room where you'll find the £7 grand 914s. But just indulge me on this one. To me, and I think most normal people, at 2.5k, it's an expensive guitar. So back to the Taylor 314, handcrafted in California, all solid woods, cost more than my first car, and comes with that unmistakable whiff of middle-aged guitarist finally treating himself. But here's the thing, we're all secretly wondering, is the jump from a budget guitar to a proper high-end instrument actually worth it? Or is it like when you pay extra for the deluxe hotel room and discover the only difference is they give you bigger pillows? So let's compare them. Build, sound, playability, and ultimately, is the Taylor actually worth that extra 2,250 quid? So let's start with the basics. The Takamine, it's a dreadnought cutaway electro-acoustic. So already we're in that proper gigging territory, getting loads of volume and bass response out of that big dreadnought body. Spec-wise, it's got a solid spruce top, laminate mahogany back and sides, rosewood fretboard, and a mahogany neck. It has a slightly narrower than normal nut width too, so it feels fairly slim and comfy to play despite the size. Sustain-wise, it holds its own. The body resonates pretty nicely, and the neck feels more premium than you'd expect for a budget guitar. And it's got a built-in tuner, which I've always appreciated. It was made to be affordable, rugged, and playable enough to get you through any rendition of Wonderwall and maybe even Don't Look Back in Anger. It's not fancy. The Taylor. This is Taylor's workhorse, one of the best-selling US-made acoustics on the market. It's a grand auditorium shape, which basically means it's that sweet spot between dreadnought power and smaller-bodied comfort. Big enough to give you punch and projection, but slim enough that you don't feel like you're hugging a wardrobe. Spec-wise, it's all solid woods. Sitka spruce top, solid sapelli back and sides, and an ebony fretboard. The V-Class bracing inside helps give more power and sustain, and you can actually feel that difference when you strum it. And I've heard people describe that Taylor sound. The notes don't just ring longer, you can actually hear every note being played in harmony. On most guitars, this sounds like a G chord. On the Taylor, it sounds like G, B, D, G, D, G. And you can hear them all ringing through on their own frequencies. The neck is slim, smooth, a little bit wider than the Tac, but ridiculously easy to play. You pick it up and within seconds you're convinced that you're a better guitarist than you actually are. It also ships with a proper hard shell case, which makes sense. You wouldn't put a £2,500 guitar in a glorified tote bag. And this is a genuine nice case. I mean, I would sleep in this if I were very small and guitar shaped. Now, this actually isn't a flashy, blinged out acoustic. It's deliberately quite understated. And that's partly the reason why I went for the 314 rather than stretching the budget to the 414. The 414 had a bit more bling going on, and I think I would have felt a little too self-conscious or uneasy turning up to a pub gig with gold hardware. Whereas this, it's a workhorse, the Swiss Army knife of acoustics. So what about the sound? Let's get these mic'd up. The Takamine, it's bright, it's loud, it's a little thin, but it really does get the job done. As I've already said, it's been my workhorse for 20 plus years. Honestly, for a 200 quid guitar, it's still decent. The Taylor though, it's richer, warmer, more balanced across the whole spectrum. You strum a chord and it just rings forever. You can hear the handmade craftsmanship in every note. The Taylor is a glass of Rioja by the fire. The Takamine, it's like a can of Foster's out of the boot of your car. And let's be honest, sometimes you want lager. Now here's the bit they don't want you to know. Guitars don't scale in quality the same way that they scale in price. It's what economics call the law of diminishing returns. The first 250 quid gets you a functional guitar, 6 strings, made of wood, a sound hole. The next £2,550 gets you nicer wood and a smug sense of satisfaction. You see, the law of diminishing returns means that with every doubling of cost, the quality for sure goes up, but a little less than double each time. So trade in a £250 guitar for a £500 guitar, yeah, that probably scales pretty well. Better hardware, better brand and reputation, likely better setup and build quality. I'd say it's worth it. Trade that for a £1,000 guitar, well, now we're probably just getting American made on the headstock. Maybe some better quality hardware, but really it's still built in a factory by people with the same amount of fingers. They just have a higher hourly rate. Double that again to £2,000, now we're into superior tone woods, all solid of course, nicer fret inlays and a hard case. But is it double the quality of that £1,000 guitar? By the time we get to £7,000, well, now we're paying for rare tone woods on guitars hand-built by Taylor's top luthiers. But you're telling me it's really worth 7 times the £1,000 one? Really? So, this Taylor 314 isn't 10 times better than the 20-year-old Tak. It's not magically going to make me sound like Tommy Emmanuel, but it is better. You can't help notice the feel, the tone, the way it inspires you to pick it up. I guess once you've tasted Ryoka, it's hard to say, I'm a lager man. Now, here's the interesting bit. Both guitars are absolutely fine to play. This Takamine has been played literally all over the world. I've played this guitar in dirt playgrounds in Tanzania and South African schools. It's been taken pretty much to every gigging venue in the West Midlands, and it hasn't fallen apart in over 20 years. The Taylor, well, it feels like butter or silk, or whatever luxury metaphor you want to attach to it. Point is, you notice the craftsmanship straight away. So, price tags aside, here's the real question. Which one do I actually reach for when I'm writing or recording or just mucking about? Well, this may surprise you. No, it won't. It's the Taylor. 100% it's the Taylor. I play it every day. It's a thing of beauty. I wouldn't change it. But here's the truth. The Taylor is the guitar I'd always wanted. It's the one I would use for serious songwriting, recording, or just when I want to show off a little. It's smooth, effortless, and makes me want to play. But the Takamine? Well, that's always out too. In here where I work, it's the guitar I'll quickly grab when an idea comes to mind. It's the guitar I'll happily chuck in the boot of a car or lend to a mate without breaking into a cold sweat. It's the Ford Focus of guitars. Not glamorous, but it gets you there. And sometimes that's all you need. I guess the only real difference is whether you're drinking Foster's out of the boot of your car or Ryoka by the fire. So what do you think? Are expensive guitars actually worth it? Or do you think budget guitars are secretly all we need? Let me and others know in the comments. If you enjoyed this comparison, do gently tap the like button. Please consider subscribing, and perhaps I'll see you in the next video.